We're working together with Bristol Prison and a local cycling charity, and the cycling charity, we brought them together through a tender process with the prison, and we're now joining forces, and they're working actually based in the prison. They're working with about 15 prisoners at the moment. They've got bike workstations up there. We paid for a bike workshop to be set up there. They've also got access to a warehouse. The idea is that it provides the prisoners with useful skills they can take out into the workplace when they're released, instead of just sort of sewing sheets and the like. And Life Cycle, it's very much keeping the ethos of sort of what they've been doing, working with the community for the community, and basically we're sort of developing that at the moment. We're hoping to sell around 800 bikes a year, and we're hoping to collect around about 2,000 a year, and at the moment we're bang on track for that. I think it's been quite a challenge, because obviously you've got a prison and you've got a local charity, and bringing those two together at first was quite a problem, but actually we saw that there was a lot of benefits to that, because they've both got very different contacts, very different ways of engaging with the community, and by them helping each other, that's really working, so it's been a real success.
So what was the Cycle Festival and Carnival? Essentially it was a 2-week period where the Council and Cycling England funded a bunch of groups and organisations locally to put on cycling events across the city. It started off with the ambition of attracting 30 events over a 2-week period, and in fact achieved 87. We had all sorts of partners involved, including circus acts, a chap who rode around the city complimenting people from the bicycle, telling them they were wonderful human beings and nice dress, that kind of thing. We had sports organisations, we had people doing treasure hunts, and the whole thing was a real success. And I think what made it a real success was, rather than it being a sort of corporate event that Bristol put on, for example, cycle racing in the city centre, it actually galvanised and encouraged people across the city to take the initiative, apply for a grant, run their own events under the Festival and Carnival umbrella. The Carnival itself attracted something like 600 participants. The winners were in fairly extraordinary costumes, including an old chap in his 70s who dressed as a zebra riding a Brompton, which really had to be seen to be believed. A troop of people who dressed their bikes up as a dinosaur, which took an inordinate amount of road space, and people just having fun. At the end of ride event, we had several hundred people who hadn't been on the ride who came along and entered into the spirit of it, and the organisers happily are looking at doing it again under their own steam without our help next year. So I think it could become as important to Bristol as Edinburgh's Fringe Festival.